Hey survivors, we're going to take a look at a new Ark Survival Ascended server manager. I've been messing with this, it just came out. I've been messing with it a couple of days. It's really good. On my webpage, you can find the instructions under special or server managers special. And I didn't know what else to call these, but these are server managers that only manage the one game. So we want the ASA server manager. So here you want to go over to download the file. Also, you need to know that you need to have Net Framework 4.8 installed, and there's a link to that also. Chances are you already have it installed. So when you come over to the server manager page, you're just going to do the download, just like any other server manager. Now when you go to install it, you can install it wherever you want. I installed mine on my server drive, my SSD, and name the folder whatever you want. I named mine ASA Dedicated Manager. And then you're going to just extract that file as zipped. You're going to extract it in this folder, and it's going to look like this. Then I created a shortcut on my desktop, which is what you have there. And then when you double click the file, you get this nice manager. So when you first open it, you're going to select an install path. So I used the same folder. So we have the dedicated manager folder we just created. This is the program, and each one of these are the different maps. So when you select your map, you'll hit install, and it's going to download everything you need. The Steam command, the server files, it sets them all up. It automatically populates the map folder and map file. And then you can simply hit start server, and the server will come up and run. But what's really, really good about this is you have some commands right away that's just button clicks. So you have one for no battle eye. You can force respawn your dinos whenever you want. Then under world backup, you can run a manual backup. You can specify how many files to keep, and you can specify how often the backup interval, 10. So that's 10 minutes. It'll back up every 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Then your game user settings is broken down into every category. So you have your basic server settings. This is where you put in your password, server password, admin password, and the name of your server itself. The ports. How many players you want on your server, which this says this doesn't work for ASA, but I think it actually did. And then you have, of course, all your other settings. This is the same thing as editing your game user settings, INI. You get to do it right here. It's a lot easier to find. You want cryopod settings? Okay, here they are. You want player settings? Here they are. And then also you have your game INI file with player settings. Crafting skill multiplier, XP multiplier, everything is really, really nice and clean and easy to find. You have your map management. You can actually switch maps inside this server that's running. So not when it's running, obviously. So right now, if I had a different map installed, which I don't, you can switch to a different map and run that server. There's also another way, which is better in my opinion, but I'll tell you about that in a minute. So then you also have your find mods. You click on here, it goes to the mods right inside the server application, which is pretty cool. I don't use mods hardly ever, but this is still really cool. And then your mod management. So if you have a certain load order you need, you can handle it here. And you have crafting cost and item stack size. So these are two things you can override also right within the manager. Super easy layout. The mod author or the program author already, I asked him about doing a couple of things and he went in and fixed it right away. There's a little bug he's got to work out, and then this next piece will be ready to go. So say you want to run 2 servers at the same time. So right now we're going to run a server for the island. So you just start the server and then you minimize it. But say you also want to run a different server. You just launch the same shortcut again, change the install path to the new map, which what I did was every map will have its own folder. So you'll go to the new map. And this is a lie. There's no modified server in here. That's why this is showing the island. But this would show the map that you have actually installed. And then you can make whatever changes you want in here, separate from the other one. They're completely different servers. And you can start the server. The map linking has not been enabled by the developers as far as I know. So we still can't jump from one to another. But once that becomes available, I think this developer will add it very quickly. He also said that this manager is designed to update itself. So when they come up with new settings, this will automatically be able to work with them without having to wait for an update. Like I said, I've used this already. It works really good. It works really good. The one bug, if you run 2 maps at the same time, is when you start a server, you get the server window, and you want to uncheck always on top. If you run 2 servers, you have 2 server windows. If you shut down one server, it will close out both of the windows, even though the other server is still running. It doesn't actually shut the server down. So that's a bug he knows about. I talked to him, and he's going to try to work on a patch for that. And when there's a patch, also what's really cool is you can update the server here, and you can update the software here. So you don't have to go to the web page or anything after that again. This is really, really good. So I recommend anybody that wants to use it. Now it says it uses a Windows 64 operating system. I don't know if that includes you Server 2019 people. I don't know anything about the Windows Server editions. But if those are x64, then I would definitely give this a try. Even shows how much memory is in use. All servers seem to report this incorrectly. If you start a second server, the actual memory use is only like 3,000 megs, 4,000 megs. But whenever you started on the first server, I've seen this with Windows GSM too, it reports this is how much memory is being used by all of Windows, not the server itself. This will pretty much match your task manager RAM usage. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. So yeah, really cool features. You can even select your platform, just PC or all, if you want to cross-play. Really easy to use. I highly recommend using this instead of Windows GSM for ARC Survival Ascended. Now this is supposed to work for both ASA and ASE, so. But there you go, people. I just wanted to bring these to your attention. They're both linked on the webpage, step-by-step instructions. They're super easy either way. And that should get you in there being eaten by dinosaurs. All right, take it easy, everyone.